Mommy, Daddy bought me a dog, didn't he?
He sure has, Ozan. He went all the way down to the village to get it, and I'm sure he'll be back any minute now.
Come on, Levent, move it. We're running late.
All right, partner, I'm coming.
I even picked out a name for him, Mommy.
Is that right? What is it?
Micho.
Oh, that's so cute. Ah, here they are.
A mistake can often be a good beginning for a man, my friend.
But how could that be, Master?
A man makes a mistake first, then he wakes up and repents for his errors. Then he not only wipes away his error, but also obtains additional graces because he has appealed to the Lord in his time of need.
What if he knows the seriousness of his faults and missteps and persists with them anyway?
Look, Salih, some people have such great self-worthiness, some people have such a special prayer that as a result, if he is gifted, if he is capable, things are so arranged that he may open his hands to God in prayer and bask in his most generous mercy.
Tamara, where have you been? Do you know what time it is? The cake didn't come with 2 layers, by the way. Hello, Levent.
There was traffic,
Hello,
Ebru. What do you mean about the cake?
I told that retarded pastry man as much when he delivered it.
Stop that. You shouldn't call people retarded. Hello, my boy. And how are you, Mom?
Very well,
But the guy
Tamara.
is retarded, Tamara. I said as much. The cake was supposed to be in 2 layers, and it was supposed to have a little chocolate dog on the top of it.
Wow, what a great idea. A dog on the cake, huh?
It is a great idea. Because Ozan wanted it that way. Today is Ozan's birthday, you know, and whatever Ozan wants, he gets.
He's my great big boy. Come here. Come on, come on, come on. Ah, he's gotten so big.
Hey, Daddy, did you get me my dog?
Of course I did, Ozan. But first, let's light your candles.
So where is it? I don't hear any barking or anything.
I researched those dogs, Ebru. They grow very big. They might hurt Ozan. I got him a toy for now.
Huh? You did what?
Ebru, shush. The kid'll hear us. Come on.
Tamara, what did you do? Ozan has been waiting for this day for months. He's been dreaming of getting a dog for his birthday. He even picked out a name. Levent, this man doesn't understand anything. What kind of partner are you? Make him understand, will you?
Hey, Daddy, let's cut the cake now.
All right. Let's go for it. Ozan is 7 years old today. Hey, Mom, come and sit by your grandson.
All right, son.
Levent.
Oh, my boy.
Ozan's mom, too. Come on. And
1,
2.
Just a minute there. Tamara, we have to be honest with our son here. I don't feel like lying to him now.
What do you mean lying to him?
Hold it. Ebru, dear, what are you talking about?
I think you know. You didn't buy the kid's dog, did you?
Child, don't say things like that and put such ideas in the boy's mind on his birthday.
Mother, please don't interfere now.
Ebru, please don't make trouble out of nothing, all right?
I'm not making trouble, Tamara. The child wanted a dog so much, but you didn't bring it to him.
Tamara, calm down. Ebru, you too. I'll go and buy one right now. I'll go to the kennel in Uvajik village.
Thank you, Levent. You're very understanding.
No, Levent. You're not going anywhere, because I bought my son what he should have for his birthday. This is Ozan's new dog.
Hey, what is this? This isn't Micho.
There you are. You happy now?
Mommy, where's my new dog?
Wait, son. Don't cry. Your father tried to lie to you, but Uncle Levent is going to go and get your Micho for you.
You liar!
You don't talk that way to your father.
Tamara! Ha, now you've done it. Bravo, Tamara.
Damn it, Ebru, why don't you listen to me? I was going to convince Ozan this was better.
Of course I won't listen to you. Because I don't want to be a mother who lies to her son on his birthday.
All right, but it wasn't a lie. We'll just forget it.
Tamara.
Nobody can explain anything to you.
Tamara, you better watch what you say to me. Tamara. Tamara.
Ozan?
Tamara.
Ozan?
Tamara.
I'm really sorry, son. Ozan?
You can't ever talk to me like that in front of people you know.
Ebru, please don't make a big deal out of this.
What do you mean a big deal?
Ozan? Hey, Ozan? Ozan!
Ozan?
Ozan, what are you doing over there?
Ozan?
Come here.
Why'd you hit me?
All right, son. I'm sorry. I won't do it again. Come here, son. Please, Ozan. Stop this. Just calm down.
Ah!
Ozan!
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 My baby!
Levent, call an ambulance.
Ozan,
Ozan!
I'm coming! Ozan!
Ozan! Thank God he's okay. Ozan,
My baby.
how was it that nothing happened to you?
That man caught me.
What man?
Hizir rescued him. Hizir. Thanks be to the Lord.
Oh, Mother, what nonsense. What is there? My son was just lucky.
If something had happened to Ozan, Tamer would have felt very guilty, Master.
It's true, he would have. But Tamer will still feel that same way anyhow, Salih.
Why is that?
Look, Ozan, all right. I'm going to go and get Micho for you now. But you have to promise me something. This is it. You will only play with your dog Micho when I'm around, all right?
All right, sure.
Come on now, darling. Let's go upstairs.
So, now, you finally came to your senses. My only son was going to jump off the roof for this, you know, Tamer.
Ebru, please just leave it alone now, will you? Just keep quiet. Didn't I put my keys here when I came in? God help me. I'm sure I left my keys here.
Why did you take Tamer's keys?
Because the gas tank in his car is almost empty. He might get stuck on the road. On the other hand, his wife's car has gas.
Just forget about your car keys. You can find them later, okay? Take my car.
All right, fine. I'll be back in half an hour.
Tamer is headed towards a brand new life now. Don't you feel it, Salih?
Towards a brand new life, you said, Master?
Yes, a brand new life indeed.
Yes, but isn't Tamer's life a happy one, Master? I guess he and his wife could get along better. But with time, I'm sure they'll work out their problems.
But they don't have enough time for this now, Salih.
What do you mean by that?
If you hadn't moved the car keys and forced him to take his wife's car, Tamer would be just pulling into the gas station right about now.
So what is going to happen? Oh my God, an accident! Tamer caused an accident!
My son. Wake up now. Open those lovely eyes. Please, just let me know that you hear me.
Good morning, Sevgi ma'am.
Ah, Zainab, good morning to you too.
You're up early again today.
What else can I do? I don't have any responsibility other than my son Tamer. I like to come and sit with him here after my morning prayers.
Yes, but for 2 years you've been coming here without skipping a single day. The loving way you handle your son, your maternal devotion is beautiful.
Please, doctor. You're being much too kind.
I better go see some other patients.
It's been 2 years since the accident. And still he hasn't opened his eyes.
Do you think he should have opened them?
How could that be up to me, sir? No, it is God's will that he is like this.
Divine destiny is a mystery to us all, as sometimes it is related to a charitable gift, sometimes to a kind deed that makes the heart leap, and sometimes to a quiet prayer uttered from deep inside the human heart.
It is something known to God alone, isn't it, Master?
Yes, Salih. Tamir's mother and son have continually prayed for him year after year.
Then they have gained divine grace. They have gained grace for Tamer as well.
So then, if the hour has come for him, it means that brand new pages of divine destiny will open for him.
So, will he be able to open his eyes now?
If God decrees, then what importance does a human bystander have? If the bystander interferes with the almighty plan, what profit may a man derive from this interference? The bystander is his, I am his, Tamer is his. In the name of God the merciful, the compassionate, with God's permission, open your eyes.
Mom. Mother. I'm hungry.
Tamer,
Mom.
my boy.
I'm hungry.
Zainab, come here. Zainab, ma'am.
All right. So he's conscious? You sure? There's not still some kind of a problem? So he's better. Great. All right. Goodbye then. Ozan. Baby. My son.
My bright, handsome boy. My precious child. Almighty God has given you back to me. My God, all praises unto you, Lord.
Please, Mother, don't cry anymore.
All right. I'll stop. Son, how do you like your soup? How do you feel now, Tamer?
I'd feel better if my son came to visit.
We already told them. They're coming. I'd like you both to meet Salih. He's your physical therapist. The insurance company sent him specially for your upcoming rehab.
Hello.
Doctor, why am I going to be crippled?
Not at all. But you haven't taken a step or moved an inch for the last 2 years. Salih here is going to help you re-strengthen your muscles and bring them back to their old functionality. You'll be back on your feet in no time. I'm going to leave you two together. Glad to have you with us again.
What a kind woman she is.
Yes, she sure is. When you were unconscious, she was the only support I had at all.
What do you mean, only support? Didn't Ebru look after you?
Well, dear, of course she did, but...
But what, Mom? Ozan? My boy! Salih, can I get up now?
Of course, but be careful.
Ozan, I've missed you. How are you? Ozan, aren't you happy to see your dad? Aren't you going to say anything? Ozan. Why don't you talk to me? Mother, why are you crying?
Since you got injured, Ozan can't talk, Tamer.
What? How could this happen?
It's your fault, really.
What? In the name of God, Ebru, you're already starting in on me?
But it's the truth, Tamer. Ozan has suffered a great trauma since the day you had the accident, you know. Psychologically, I mean. The doctors all told me that. Our son carries a big guilt complex.
He really thinks I had the accident on account of him?
He does. And that's why he can't talk now.
All right, then why haven't you treated him in all this time?
Well, we certainly did try, Tamer. You know, Levent's been so helpful to us.
Why didn't he come? Where is he? Is business bad or what?
No, business is very good. But he said he wasn't ready to just pop in here and see you. You know, Levent can be very sensitive, but I'm sure he'll come soon.
Ozan. How are you, my boy? Do you like to draw pictures like that? Can you tell me what you're drawing?
After he stopped talking, he started to act like that. He draws all the time. He only shares his troubles with the paper.
I love you, Ozan. These are great pictures he draws. Except the man's face is missing in all of them. It must be me, I guess.
I don't know. We asked why the man's face was missing from the picture, but he doesn't say anything.
Hey, Mom. Ebru doesn't seem right to me.
How do you mean, son?
I don't know. It's like she wasn't happy that I woke up. Do you think there might be something going on?
That can't be, dear. She's your wife.
Cheer up, son. Everything will be fine. Just like it was before, okay? Please don't be sad. All right? Go to sleep now.
He asleep?
I don't know. He acts as if he were, but... So then, what are we going to do, Levent?
This was really unexpected, Ebru. I don't know. But I'm not gonna let our lives be turned upside down.
I guess, but still, we need to figure something out here.
We'll do what we were planning to do up until now. We'll stick to the plan, Ebru.
All right. Good. Very good. Now, let's do the same thing with the other leg.
I'll cooperate with you. But is all this really necessary, Salih?
I'm surprised to hear you talk like that, Tamer, sir. Do you realize how much progress we've made in the last 4 days? And you seem like a positive person to me.
I guess. I was like that once, 2 years ago. But I've slept for a really long time, Salih. Now that I'm up, I feel as if my nightmare is just about to begin for me now.
Don't you think you're exaggerating now?
I've been thinking about this for 3 days. Maybe I am exaggerating a bit, but my wife's odd behavior, then my partner hasn't been to see me at all since I woke up. Levent is not just my partner, but he's also my closest friend in the world, you know? But his not coming to see me has worried me a lot.
I understand.
Excuse me. May I speak with you for a moment?
Certainly.
Paging Dr. Yurt. Dr. Nasuhi Yurt. Pick up on line 1, please.
I'm gonna go leave my stuff at the workshop, Ebru. I should get my stuff out of here, at least for a while.
Well, how long is a while, Levent?
Ebru, please don't start with me.
Don't start what? Don't you understand? This has to be done all at once, like it or not. We have to explain everything to Tamer.
Do you really think that this is that easy for me, Ebru, huh?
Ozan, stop.
Ozan, I missed you, my boy. Give me a hug.
Long time no see. You haven't changed at all.
But you've changed a lot, Levent. The Levent that I knew should have been there when I woke up, but he wasn't. What happened? And what are you doing in my house? Are you working?
I've been really busy. We bought the marble for a big new housing development. I was dealing with that.
So by we, do you mean you and I, or you and somebody else?
Yes, Tamer. Somebody else. Levent and I.
Ebru, cut it out.
I don't get it.
Actually, you understand perfectly, Tamer. We, Levent and I, are getting married.
Really? Congratulations. I wish you great happiness.
Tamer, please hang on a minute.
Levent, are you all right?
I've heard everything I'm gonna hear, Levent. Why should I hang on?
Being responsible for so much pain and sorrow is very difficult for me, Master.
Responsible? Is that how you feel, Salih?
Of course. If I hadn't hidden Tamer's car keys on that day, the accident wouldn't have happened.
Salih, you are repeating the error you committed that day, my son.
How was that?
Look, Salih, we must consider the troubles of the past as being predetermined. We should say that whatever happened was partly destiny. If what was done was wrong or an error, we must ask for pardon. Otherwise, to wallow in the past continually serves no purpose other than to increase our misfortune.
Yes, I know, sir. But there is a situation, and I've caused it. A home is breaking up. That's why I can't hold myself back.
Well then, should you look at who does the deed or who inspired him? You did what you did with good intentions, but destiny decreed otherwise, didn't it?
I forgot again. It's like you've said. One shouldn't become frantic when there is no solution.
But don't be weak and helpless when there is no remedy. Anyway, may I ask you a question, my friend?
Please do, Master.
Why did God not create men's faces on the backs of their heads originally?
I don't think I know that. Why?
Amen. Who could that be now? Ah, my boy, what are you doing here? Why aren't you still at the hospital?
Mother. Tell me, Mom. What did I do wrong here? Why is this happening? Why did I have to have this accident? Why? Tell me.
Son, please don't. You're tiring yourself. You're still so weak, you know. Please, Tamer, don't. Come inside. We'll talk about this. Please, come on.
How can they do this to me? How can they try to steal my whole life from me now? How? Did you know this, Mother?
No, I didn't, but I suspected.
How so?
Son, a marriage can only prosper when the two hearts live together in harmony. How can you find happiness with somebody who does not stand beside you in happiness and grief, in bad days as well as good ones?
No. It's all because of the accident. Nothing would have happened this way if not for that. I had a very happy marriage. My life is ruined now.
Ozan, stop it. Son, look. Your new life won't be different from the one you had before. So don't be sad. There's no reason to cry. You'll be even happier. I'll buy you everything you want. Ozan, what do you want? What do you want? You want your dad? Huh? That accident was your father's fault. You know that, don't you? Look, you haven't said a single damn word since that day. Your father is the one who's responsible. Do you understand?
Are you sure, son, that everything that happened to you is just on account of that accident? Look, let's imagine that the accident happened to Ebru instead of you. Would you have acted like that? Or if the very same accident happened to your father, would I have treated him like that? This was a test, and Ebru has failed it. She's not worthy of your love.
Mother, what are you saying? It seems as if you want this to happen.
Tamir, listen, son. Just let her go. You should just leave them to do as they please. There is hidden destiny here. Look forward to your new future, to your new path.
What do you mean? Should I let them go? With my house, my child, my business? Is that what you're advising me? Is that really how you feel? No, it can't be.
Well, it is. There is good in what has happened. Let me tell you something, my boy. I was never really able to give my blessings to your marriage way down deep inside of me. Something always held me back from it. Pull yourself together, or you'll get sick again.
Look, I don't want to stay married to that father of yours anymore. It's to make a better future for you. How can you not understand this? I can't wait for a couple of years until your father might possibly readjust himself to life. Don't you cry. Don't cry, damn it. Don't cry. Don't cry.
I wish I hadn't ever woke up. I wish I hadn't seen what I have seen. I wish I had died.
Son, please don't keep on saying things like that. Saying that opens the door to Satan. Pull yourself together. And don't do things like that now.
I don't understand. Somebody tell me why. Tell me. Why did all these things happen to me, huh? Why? Why?
My God, Tamir!
Ozan. Be quiet, son. That's enough.
Ebru, take it easy. That's enough. See, the kid's in no state to listen.
Hey, are you listening? Levent wants what's good for you, understand? You cry all you like and it won't change a thing. Nothing changes. Do you understand, for God's sake? Mommy loves you, but don't test her right now, okay? Ozan? Ozan, where are you going? Ozan!
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 Micho, help me!
Ozan! Ozan!
Micho!
Ozan, stop!
Micho, stop that! Micho, calm down, okay?
Ozan!
Okay, calm down, okay?
Ozan!
All right.
All right, here we go. Take it easy. Place it down right here. Okay.
He's not going to be in a coma again, is he, Zainab?
I don't think so, Sevgi, ma'am. Calm down. He won't go back to the way he was before, God willing. Are you all right, Sevgi?
I am. I'll be fine.
What about your headaches?
My headaches? Fine. I'm fine, praise the Lord.
Listen, Sevgi. I think you should tell Tamer about your illness now. He has to be ready for what's going to happen. I want you to know that I really care about you both. When I think about what has happened...
You're like my child too, Zainab. I know that you've done everything you could to help me for the last 2 years. God bless you for that, dear.
Zaynab, ma'am, we're ready.
You go now. Go.
Don't you worry yourself now. He's very tired, that's all. It's nothing serious. You take good care of yourself. Don't be sad, okay?
Oh, please grant whatever is best for my son, oh gracious Lord. Oh, 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 oh.
He hurries very fast to the place to which he is going. Because he has a purpose. Because he is trying to save a human life, my child.
Mm-hmm.
If you know where you are going, then you will always advance that much quicker.
What happened?
Well, if you wear yourself out, this is what happens to you. Have you forgotten? You've been lying in bed for the last 2 years.
Could I forget? How could I forget? You're so merciless here, Zeynep. Why must you remind me of this?
You're doing everything you can to forget it, aren't you? You run all around and end up back here. You relapse because you don't do what the doctors told you to do. What did you expect?
I'm laughing, but still, there's nothing for me to laugh at anymore.
Don't be so sure now. Even in the worst moments, there are little hidden things we can still smile at, you know? What's important is to be able to see these things. Everything looks all right. I'll stop back in a bit. Ah, I told you he'd come. Look who's here.
Ozan? My boy! Oh, I love you. Isn't your mother here?
I'll leave you two alone.
So your mother didn't come. She didn't come.
He definitely came here. Okay, fine. If he wants to live with his father so bad, then that's his business.
Nice to see you, Ebru.
Nothing nice about it, Mom.
I'm not your mother anymore, Ebru.
Fine. That's good. You understand how it is. We came to get Ozan.
Get Ozan? But Ozan's not here. Where did he go? I hope nothing has happened to the poor boy out there.
What do we do now? Where's Tamer?
He had a relapse. He's in the hospital.
This man. Why didn't you draw his face here? This is probably me. I guess even you know that I've lost everything. Even you know that things aren't going to be like they were again. My sweet Ozan, don't you worry. What are you doing here?
I came to get my son.
He's my son too, so excuse me. But I think you should be leaving now, Ebru. Ozan is staying with me.
Will you please tell me how you're going to take care of Ozan, Tamer? You won't recover for 2 years or so. So what do you suggest I do? Should I wait a couple of years for you to get better?
What if the same thing had happened to you, Ebru? What if I had gone off and left you? Would that have been right? You are so hard-hearted.
This didn't happen to me because I'm careful, and I wouldn't have had such an accident. And now I'll take my son back. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Come on, Ozan. Come on. Stop. You're so pathetic. Come on.
I won't let
Come
you
on,
do
damn
this.
it. Stop it, you stupid kid.
You won't take my life away from me. I won't let you. You can't divorce me, Ebru.
I forbid you to tire yourself out this much, Tamer. You can't come out into the hall unattended, at least until you have gotten your strength back.
Yes?
What's up, Tamer, sir? Are you going somewhere?
Yes, I'm going to see my lawyer. It's been a week since I've seen him. The time is overdue for me to take care of business. If you're available, we can have our session this evening. If not, we can just let it go.
So are you really just going to see your lawyer now?
Yes. See you later. Find a way to dissolve the partnership with this guy, Metin. I want this finished before I get out of the hospital. I want them to pay now.
But Tamer, this is not that easy. I studied the contract you made when you set up this partnership. You'll need Levent's consent here.
This isn't what I want to hear now, Metin. I already know that. Find a way and I will be satisfied. When I was gone, when I was asleep, I know they were messing around with the company. I don't think he was content with just stealing my wife.
All right. I'll start by looking into the financial records. In the meantime, how's your health, Tamer? Are you feeling better these days?
Just forget about that. My wife, Ebru, she wants a divorce now. Ebru hasn't brought this up, has she?
Actually, she did come to see me once when you were sick. She wanted to file a suit to take over your half of the business. I didn't cooperate with her.
I won't cooperate either. And I won't divorce her. I won't do it. What are you doing? Those things are mine.
You see perfectly well what I'm doing. I'm throwing them out. Up until now, I kept them as kind of souvenirs of our marriage, but now I don't want anything to remind me of you.
But how can you really say all this to me? I just don't understand. Didn't we have a commitment at all, Ebru?
Well, we did. Until you couldn't even drive a car right and had an accident and stayed in a coma for 2 years. You become useless to me, Tamer. You were gone. And nobody knew when or even if you would ever wake up. So then what? Should I have completely put my life on hold and sat there waiting for you? The child closed his mouth like a vice and wouldn't say another word again. If you excuse me, I have just one life, Tamer. I want to live it as I please.
Good then. And I have some good news for you too. It's not going to be so easy for you to live as you please. I'm not going to divorce you.
I placed your orders. You should have them in a week. Don't worry, it's all top quality. You'll have them soon. Okay, very good. I'll see you later.
What is it? You afraid I'm gonna draw a gun on you? You aren't even worth that. I've just one thing to tell you, Levent. Either gather your junk together and get out of your own free will, or I'll have you kicked out of here. By a court order, whether you like it or not, you weasel. You won't be able to look anybody in the face. That is, if you have a face left, you thieving jerk.
Listen, when you were in the hospital, business was great. I set your share aside for you.
I'm sure you did just that. I can see how strict you are about being trustworthy, my friend. You will not even look at this place from a distance. Hello? What? That's serious? I'm coming right away. Mother? Mother? Mom?
Tamer, I have something to tell you, son. I've gotten very sick. For about a year now. I've had awful headaches. It's serious. They told me that my disease was terminal.
Mother.
I'm not afraid to die, son. I'm not. I will be with God. But you, to leave you like this. Listen, I have a request of you.
Tell me, Mother, tell me. I will do whatever I can for you.
I want you to rebuild yourself a life. A brand new life. You've learned all you can from what you've experienced in your life. What's left is dead weight. It's a useless burden. You have a son. You have to raise him in love, not in hate. He needs you. Choose yourself a good wife.
But who is she, Mother? Who?
Salih said that you had gotten sick, Sevgi. How are you?
Mother? 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 Mother?
I'm so sorry.
I'm so sorry for
Thank
your
you.
loss. If there's anything I can do.
Thanks.
Once more, my sincere condolences. God have mercy on her, and God give you patience. Tamara, I know this isn't the best time, but we need to talk over some things. We filed a countersuit to your wife's petition. As you said, you will not divorce her, at least not on her terms. And you were right about your partner. He's been keeping very busy. He illegally transferred a lot of company money into his personal account when you were sick. Really big amounts, too. All his accounts have been seized. Thanks to that, we can take the company away from him. The procedure should take about a month. You got what you wanted. I should go now. Again, my sympathies.
How did you know I was here?
If I were you, I'd come here too. There are many signs of hope and resignation to God. It gives one an understanding that there is a solution to every trouble, if you simply look.
No sign can give me a feeling of new hope, Salih. I made a mistake, and I lost my entire life.
What mistake are you talking about?
My mother didn't want me to marry Ebru at all. She thought that a husband and a wife should ensure happiness for one another in this world and the next, no matter what. But according to my mother, neither I nor Ebru were in harmony enough to be happy, and she was probably right. We were always fighting. But of course, we were going to straighten everything out. But then...
Could you have straightened everything out?
Of course. If there hadn't been that accident.
Listen, Tamar. Things do not happen without divine destiny.
How's that?
God admonishes man in certain ways, my friend. Man has to interpret these things properly before moving towards the future.
Well, I don't see a reason for my having lain in a death-like sleep for 2 years.
Sometimes prayers contradict one another. Prayers coming from the heart are wishes made with the feelings. So your mother's prayer and your excessive desire for Ebru, they conflicted with one another. Whereas your mother's prayer was for your welfare, in this world and the next. But you can plainly see that this marriage was a marriage based in falsehoods.
I don't want to see this or to hear this now. I just want my life back, Salih. Ebru can't divorce me. I got my place of business and my house back. But nothing is the same. I can't even feel happy about this. I can't even feel happy that I got everything back from Levent. Nothing has changed.
Then maybe what has to change is you.
No, nothing should have changed. I should have been still in that bed, waiting for my own death. I should never have woke up then. I wish I hadn't seen what was waiting for me at all. I hadn't known what was going to happen to me once I'd woken up.
Tamer, do you know why people's faces are attached to the front of their heads and not the back?
I don't want to know anything anymore.
I expect you figured out the answer to my question.
So people won't dwell on the sorrows of the past and so spoil the future. They can take examples from the past, but will continually pay careful attention to their present lives, so they can move forward.
Now is the time, God willing, to at last find the answer to Tamer's problem, my friend.
Nothing is going to be like it was before. It's ruined. It's all ruined.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
My dear, excuse me, please.
What can I do for you?
I heard somebody crying up on the roof. I can't go and look in my weak condition. Would you please have a look?
Of course I will. As a matter of fact, I'll go have a look right now.
Tamer! Stop, please!
Stay back. Keep away.
All right, you come over here then.
There is no solution for me other than this. I should have died in that accident. Damn it, everything I love was destroyed in that accident. But I didn't die.
That's right, you didn't.
I guess I may not have died, but my life, it was just destroyed. I'm finished. Now the only thing I can do is to pick up and go. I killed myself in that damned accident, Zainab.
Why do you think having that accident was a mistake? Maybe you were meant to have the accident. Maybe having the accident was a good thing.
What do you mean?
Suppose you look back in the past a bit. Maybe the mistake you made was further in the past.
Maybe you're right. I probably made the mistake in the beginning. A bad marriage, a bad business, a bad partner.
Come on, let's go downstairs. Let's get some hot coffee. It'll do you good.
What do you mean I've lost all my shares? What the hell is wrong with you?
The lawyer investigated all the accounts. He found out what we were doing.
Where were you when that man was inspecting the accounts? And what happened to the money I had been squirreling away for years now?
He had all of the accounts seized. What else could I do?
How could you be so stupid, Levent? Didn't you have the money laundered before transferring it to your account?
I didn't think it was that important. How would I know that he would wake up from a coma after 2 years? I thought he would just die and the company would be left to you and me.
My God. Am I just a magnet for morons? Am I ever going to have any peace here?
Ebru, you're taking this too far.
Oh, it's not far enough. And what are you going to do if I do go too far? Are you going to throw me out of the house? This is my house.
Is that the way it is?
It is. Deal with it. Now get the hell out of here. Your stupidity has ruined everything now. Get out.
You'll be sorry later, Ebru.
I won't be the least bit sorry. I'll go back to my husband. At least he's not as stupid as you are. Isn't that right, Levent? Come here, Ozan. Don't you ever get tired of scribbling on those papers?
Zainab, you've done more for me than any other doctor could. You've really brought me back to life.
I'd just come here, to this hospital. 2 years ago, you were motionless. Everybody thought you were going to die, except your mother and son.
How about you?
Well, I prayed. I prayed a lot. When I prayed, my hope strengthened. And truthfully, Sevgi and Ozan's concern for you didn't cease for a minute.
I still don't understand what he's trying to express in those pictures.
Tamer, forgive me. I don't know how I did all this to you. How could I have tried to leave you, dear? How I grieved so much. Forgive me, please.
Come on, Ozan, let's work on some drawings.
Ebru, get up.
Will you forgive me, please? Please, let me help you.
I don't need any help, Ebru.
I was in shock, Tamer. Think about it. My son wouldn't speak. My husband lay motionless in bed like a corpse. I didn't know what I was doing due to the effect of the shock. I'm just so sorry now. I want to save our marriage. Please, Tamer.
Do you know what my mother said, Ebru?
Son, a marriage can only prosper when the two hearts live together in harmony. How can you find happiness with somebody who does not stand beside you in happiness and grief, in bad days as well as good ones?
It's not a question of my having an accident, or of being unconscious for 2 years either. I made a choice now, Ebru.
Ozan, why doesn't this man have a face? Ah, Salih, come here. I was just talking with Ozan here about his pictures.
Is it all right if I take a look?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, look how nice these people are. This man's a little strange. Why doesn't he have a face?
I just asked him that same question.
Maybe the man's face is on the back of his head.
Dr. Hank Whalen to OR2, please.
Tamer, we have a child as
Hank
well.
Whalen to OR2.
We failed the examination we were given, Ebru. Now you go ahead and behave any way you like. I am gone. And I don't want to share a life with you anymore.
If you are actually thinking about divorcing me, you will never see Ozan's face again, Tamer.
How did you know?
Ozan.
Yes, this man's face is on the back of his head. But now that somebody finally noticed it, he can have a face.
So, why isn't his face on the front, Ozan?
Because he is always looking backwards. That's why he can't catch up with everyone else. God created good people's faces to be in the front, didn't he, Daddy? What if we always look backwards?
Whatever the Lord makes will be beautiful.
Come on, Ozan, we're going.
I'm going to stay with my dad, Mother. Now the man has a face again, Dad. He has eyes so he can see in the front, and then he has a mouth so he can talk about what he sees. Then he also has ears so he can hear whoever is calling to him.
Now all the problems and issues have been resolved. God is so great in His mercy that He corrects with only the most subtle of plans the mistake the human being has made, even if it was the result of a poor choice. Because surely no mere human error, no choice, is beyond the will and the almighty grace of God. It is enough for man to be willing to correct the error he has made in his life.
Ozan, what are you waving at?
See ya.